my job is to sit down. Like me and Zaya have always, like I go and sit across Zaya's bed, and we have a 2 to 4 hour conversation. And that's a lot of times where, we get to talk, and this is a safe space. Right. We say whatever, I ask whatever, and Zaya laughs because I'm the one who I will ask a question that I will ask that question that you would think that you shouldn't have said that, but I don't know. And so I asked whatever, and Zaya has expressed whatever. And so we built that kind of that communication, that safe environment amongst the communication amongst each other, that I feel that allowed us.
Hold on, wait. Dwayne Wade got multicolored nail polish on. Man, this guy is the worst father of all time. Gotta be the worst father that I've ever seen in my entire life. I literally just noticed this. And there was another video that I noticed it of. I did a review video of Dwayne Wade when he was on a newscast. He was doing some kind of news podcast or something like that, or a news show, or he was trying to become a news anchor or whatever. This guy gotta be the worst father of all time, bro. Why is his nails painted? And it's like rounded. It's like sharp. If you look at his pinky nail on the other one, it's like, ugh. I can't, dog. I really don't like this guy.
Allow me to get comfortable with what I did not know, or what I did not experience. And a lot of it became just from a straight communication that we have. And it's like,
nails, y'all. Look at his nails.
Ain't no way around.
Look at his nails. That is wild to me, bro.
It is straight at it. And Zaya is a straight shooter. If you want to have a conversation with her, she gonna hit you right between the eye.
This is crazy. Oh, I seen a picture of Magic Johnson's child. Let's just keep it like that. I seen a picture of Magic Johnson's child the other day. And Magic Johnson's child, EJ, was so big and so tall, looked taller and bigger than Magic Johnson himself. There is a Dwayne Wade has taken the mantle from Magic Johnson, because at least Magic Johnson, he just don't talk about it. Like, you just see his big child over there in the corner or wherever doing whatever it is that they do. Dwayne Wade is painting his nails. Did you see the shot? Did you see the shot? Check the
straight
shot
shooter. If you want to have a conversation with her, she gonna hit you right between the eye.
God, Jesus, Lord, take the wheel. Take the wheel. I don't know if I can finish this video and do this right. This ain't right. It's just not right. Honest to God, it's not right. It ain't nothing right about it. No matter how they try to force us and try to force us to believe or make it seem like this is normal, or that a child has the autonomy to be able to determine what they're supposed to be for the rest of their life. I've seen too many videos and too much stuff where when the person becomes an adult, they say, I wish I hadn't did that, or I wish my parents hadn't did that, and I wish my parents had been parents instead of trying to be my best friend and trying to make me feel comfortable about not doing the right thing. We're supposed to guide our children. We're supposed to put into them young how they supposed to look at life, and then it will never depart from them. And I would have to believe that as they continue to try to promote this shit, that this is so egregious, it's so disrespectful to the core values of who we are. Good God.
And so it runs in the family, you know what I mean? And so that, from my perspective as a father, that's how I went into the getting to know my child and getting to know the things I didn't know. Is like, yo, I'm just gonna come in your room, I'm gonna lay across the bed, and we're just gonna have conversations, and I'm gonna ask questions. Good. And she's gonna give me answers, because like it's just us like throwing a ball in the backyard when we're young.
No,
this is no
not.
different. We just, I'm getting to know you and you getting to know me. And so
it's not.
That's how I went into it.
The simple answer is I have no clue. After coming out, it was like a crazy experience, because like I don't know either, right? Like I don't know everything, and I still don't know barely anything. So it was a very, very new experience for everyone involved, including me.
Yeah.
I think my biggest thing in terms of like educating, a thing that I feel like most queer people want to express to their family members, is that does not change like the fundamental things about them. You know, I think a lot of people assume like, oh my God, my child's gonna be so different, blah, blah, blah. And only different in the ways that they're like liberated and free and not carrying weights, you know? Not different, like completely different personalities, which is just because like, you know, I'm trans. Like that's not me. And I think that a part of us learning about the trans experience is also me just getting more comfortable with you and talking to you about things. Cause I mean, okay. Chicago, African American man. You know, we talk about a lot of stuff. Not to stereotype, but
Listen, bro, let me just say something. And I want y'all to remember this as we try to validate other people's experiences. Both of these people, Dwayne Wade and is it Zaya, are biologically born males. That's just the facts. That's not my opinion. That's not any of that. Biologically born males, and both of them are acting like women on camera and trying to show us and tell us that this is normal. They're trying to sell us on the idea that this is normal.
not often do you have a full blown conversation with a Black man. So it's hard, and there's a bit of like almost like a cultural barrier sometimes to talk to Black people about that kind of stuff, especially queer stuff. Man, they do not be liking us. Shout out to the Black community though, like reciprocate. But no, I think it was hard to break through like my stereotype of you even. You know, I think people think it's like you trying to understand what being trans is like, but it was like me trying to understand what you were like, because I have this image of mainly just men in general, but especially a Black man is like, you know, stuck in their ways, like rigid in those things that they don't want to like move past. And so I think I had to understand that that's just not true and let you in to understand me. And so like when you talk about conversations, like it reminds me like, you know, our road trips, like when we just go on like little drives like around town and end up, you know, just talking about super like deep stuff. It's like those moments for me are the best ways that I think I can communicate myself. It's not like
Yo, who's the parent here? You know who I want to talk to? You know who I want to talk to? I'm going to make the effort. I'm going to make the effort to reach out to the mother. I gotta know. You know, very rarely do I ever even come up with an idea that's like, you know what? This sounds like a good idea. I genuinely believe that it is important. Man, get this off my screen. Get this off my fucking screen, bro. I think it's important to find the mother. I want to know who the mother is, and I need to understand, because I can't believe that there's any way, shape, or form that the mother would validate that this makes sense and that this was a good idea. I don't believe it. Nobody can sell me on the idea that the mother was like, you know what? I want my biologically born male child, and this is the vision that I have for them, and I'm okay with my ex-husband parenting them this way and exposing them to this demonic side of life. That's the best way that I can put it. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. And Jesus. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I want to know what y'all think inside of the comments, bro.